That's what's so interesting because like not only do you have all of these like physical benefits, but then there's also this like mental side of it where it's like you have this deep breathing technique to like hone in your mental toughness.
Hello, welcome back to the Two is Greater podcast, where we share our experience with the ups and the downs.
What is wrong with you? Of working together without killing each other.
Not yet, anyway.
Clearly.
Well, today might be my day.
No, it's not.
I'm your host, Tyler Henson. This is my co-host, my beautiful bride, my business partner, Jackie Henson.
Hello.
This episode, we're going to try something a little different today, Jackie Lamb.
Let's do it.
We're going to do some typical conversations about non-typical topics.
I love a non-typical topic.
What does that even mean?
I love like a random topic. I know like a little bit about a lot of different things, so I love it.
Well, this is your segment.
This is my segment, son. I'm here for it.
So, today we're going to be talking about cold showers.
Ooh, cold showers.
Brr.
Brr.
No, brr.
Oh, brr.
What? Why would I even make that noise?
I don't know. You make your Chewbacca noise randomly.
Oh my God. I do not. So this one's not super random. So, last episode we were talking about, Jackie's New Year's goals, and her goal this year is just to take cold showers so that I can have more hot water.
That is not.
She is super selfless,
kind, loving, but that is not what the goal is. It just so happens to benefit you.
So you're going to be, and we talked about this a little bit last time, you're going to be the type of person that takes cold showers. Mm-hmm. So a lot of hype around cold showers. We've been doing a lot of having a lot of conversations about that. It really super sparked when, we went to Lifetime with some friends of ours.
Yeah.
And it's just this giant like fitness facility. Mm-hmm. And I did the cool pool plunge with some of the guys, just broing out in 46 degree water pool.
Frigid.
And it was absolutely breathtaking. Literally.
Not in the good way.
Not in the good way. I got in and literally felt like the skin on my legs were going to tingle off.
Oh, golly.
But it felt refreshing to get out, even though I got out sooner than everybody else did.
You still made it.
I still did it.
You were here like 2 minutes, right?
I did. I did 2 minutes. I did 2 minutes like waist up.
1 minute waist.
Up to 1 minute to the waist, and then 1 minute like up to the neck. And actually, I think it was easier just to go ahead and go all the way up to the neck. Like I kind of wish that I would have just went like the full 2 minutes up to the neck.
Ah, okay.
Because you still realize you can forget how cold it is. If everything's cold, but like when half of you is outside of the water, and you realize how cold the bottom half really is. And that's not good.
Sounds terrible.
But then we went and jumped in the hot tub, which was, just took it all away. But, and it kind of sparked. I actually was doing cold showers. I say I was doing cold showers. I was doing like 5 seconds of cold water in the showers.
Like a cold blast.
A few years ago, it was before real estate business. I had to be in the office at like 6 a.m. And so I was up at like 4:45, getting ready for the day. And I'd heard on this podcast that if you take cold showers, or if you just hit yourself with cold water in the shower in the mornings, it'll shock you awake, or like shock you out of your like sleep cycle. Cause it was what they were talking about was that a lot of times when we set our alarms, it doesn't matter how much sleep we get. It could be like plenty of sleep. We get 8 hours, like recommended 8 hours. But if our alarm goes off and wakes us up, we're in the middle of a sleep cycle. Like we're in the middle of REM, or like even worse, like in the middle of a deep sleep cycle. And it wakes us up in that moment without us naturally, coming out of that and waking up. Then we'll just have this grogginess, even though we've got enough sleep. And so I'm like, I'm pretty much groggy every morning because I get up at 4:45. So like, I'm going to try it. And I actually really liked it. Like, it wasn't life changing or anything like that. Like, it wasn't the same as coffee, of course. But yeah, I mean, it shook me awake a little bit.
Yeah, like brought you out of the fogginess.
It was shocking for sure. Yeah, to get hit with really cold water the first thing in the morning. It was, but now Jackie's decided she's going to be in on it. So you've been doing it a little over 2 weeks now?
Yeah, a little over 2 weeks. I started
maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe. I started just before the new year, but it was after Christmas, I think.
So I've got a list of benefits here. I don't know if these are right.
All right.
But you tell me if you're going to say yes or no if you've observed these.
Ooh,
now, I don't know if these are legit or not. This is from healthline.com. We are not sponsored by them and we don't support them. But Miss Deborah Rose Wilson, PhD, and 1,000 other letters behind her name, has medically reviewed this. I don't know what that even means, but apparently she looked it over. So we're going to see what Debbie has to say.
All right, bring it on.
All right, Jackie Lynn, since you've been doing cold showers.
Yes.
Have you seen an increase in endorphins?
Yes.
How do you see that?
So after my very first time of doing
you can see the endorphins.
You can't see the endorphins, you feel the endorphins.
Okay. So
it's
maybe
like a rush.
Rush.
Yeah. So when I got out of the first cold plunge, I was so jazzed. I just had this almost adrenaline pumping. I was so excited and proud of myself that I stood in the water, the freezing cold water, for a minute. I think I did a minute the very first time, and I hopped out and my body started to warm up and I was just so excited.
About cold water.
Well, because I was proud of myself for enduring the ice cold water for 1 minute. Plus it's you're just it's so cold. You're viscerally awake. You're just wide awake. Anyway, I felt super excited and proud of myself. That endorphin rush, almost after a workout. So after you've had a really good workout and your endorphins are flowing, you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that, getting out of that ice cold water.
Okay, all right. So according to this, the cold water sends many electrical impulses to your brain. It says for people with depression, cold showers can work as a kind of gentle electroshock therapy.
Oh.
They jolt your system to increase alertness, clarity, and energy levels.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
Endorphins, which are sometimes called happiness hormones, are also released.
See, look, happiness hormones.
This effect leads to feelings of well-being and optimism.
See, look, it's working.
It's all in your head.
That's okay. That's where it needs to go.
So the next one.
Okay.
Helps improve metabolism. Is this real?
I don't know.
Can help you improve metabolism.
I mean,
cold showers.
I could see that. Gets the blood flowing.
Have you seen this?
I don't know.
Have you seen the effects of this?
No. I feel that'll be a long-term kind of thing. But knock on wood, I've got pretty good metabolism at the moment.
Oh, 100%. You could eat mac and cheese. When we started dating.
I knew you were about to tell this.
You ate mac and cheese for every meal or cereal. It's what'd you have for breakfast? Cereal. What are you having for dinner? Cereal.
No. Velveeta shells.
Velveeta shells. I'm oh, okay. You gonna put some chicken in there? No. No, just mac and cheese.
Listen, I used to make a good salad.
An 8-year-old.
I survived, didn't I?
Oh, you survived barely, not thrived. All right. So according to Debbie's medical review here, people that are obese can't simply start taking cold showers to lose weight without changing other lifestyle habits.
Okay.
It's our disclaimer.
I was going to say, it's a good disclaimer.
But taking a cold shower 2 or 3 times per week may contribute to increased metabolism.
Interesting.
It may help fight obesity over time. Huh. The research about how exactly cold showers help people lose weight is unclear. Well, that doesn't give me a lot of confidence.
That's reassuring.
Still, it does show that cold water can even out certain hormone levels and heal the gastrointestinal system.
Okay. Oh, that's
These effects
interesting.
may add to the cold water's ability to lead to weight loss. That is interesting.
Okay. That is very interesting. I think I've heard that like cold showers help with like getting rid of inflammation in your body too. Almost like icing an injury would. Is that on your list? Am I getting ahead of ourselves?
Why are you doing this to me?
Sorry.
I'm asking the questions
Right. Okay,
here.
sorry. Continue.
Improves circulation. Have you seen an improvement in your circulation?
I'm gonna say no. Not in the 2 weeks.
How would you know?
I don't know. That's why I said no, because I don't know how to judge that.
Well, you can't just say no just because you don't know.
I mean, like,
all right, so here's what we have to say.
all right.
When taken regularly, cold showers can make our circulatory system more efficient. I feel like this is I don't know, but I'm a little skeptical about this one.
Okay, why?
Well, because I've been doing the cold showers too,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's the opposite of improved circulation. I feel
What?
like it's shutting, like my body's ready to shut down when I get in that cold water.
Well, you are technically like freezing it, you know?
I feel like everything like is just
Numb.
numb, dying.
Frozen. Dying. Maybe you shouldn't do cold showers.
Like freezing off of me.
For the record, Tyler is not fit for cold showers. Let's just.
What is that supposed to mean?
If
What do you
your
mean
body,
I'm not fit?
if
for
your
cold?
body is gonna shut down when you do a cold shower, maybe it's safer
It just
that you
feels
not.
that way. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know.
Okay.
Get out of here. So, I don't know. It's just what I think. Some
Okay.
people also report that their skin looks better as a
Oh.
result of cold showers, probably because of better circulation.
Interesting.
Says athletes have known this benefit for years, even if we have only recently seen data that supports cold water for healing after a sport injury. It's the same reason that ice brings down inflammation when we bruise or tear a muscle. By bringing the temperature of an area of the body down, we speed up the delivery of warmer, freshly oxygenated blood to that area.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Okay.
that speeds up recovery time.
Oh.
Some people may benefit from cold showers as a way to help their blood move through their body more quickly. These include people with poor circulation, high blood pressure, and diabetes.
Huh.
How about that?
That is fascinating. Okay, get that blood moving.
Get the blood flowing. I don't know. All right, that might have convinced me a little bit.
Okay.
I still need to see the research, Debbie. Just
Oh,
don't need you
helpline.
signing off on this. I need some explanation here. All right, so the next one helps fight off common illnesses.
What? Really?
Yeah. That's
How?
what it said. That's what it says,
Okay.
Jackie. I'm not
But like
the
how?
authority here.
Debbie is.
You cannot argue with me. I'm just presenting this information.
Right. Understandable.
So, it says that our bodies are designed to become resistant to the elements we are exposed to. For example, I don't even know what this word is. I'm not even saying it.
Do it.
Something help fight infection in the body. The shock of cold water in the bloodstream stimulates this. This means that taking cold showers can help your resistance to common illnesses like colds and the flu.
Oh.
One study even indicated that cold showers could make the body more resistant to certain types of cancer.
What?
That's getting a little intense. And a clinical trial in the Netherlands showed that people who took cold showers called out of work less.
What?
People that are preparing for surgery or other disease treatment that could lead to diseased immunity might want to start taking cold showers in preparation. That's what it
Interesting.
says.
Well, wait. Okay. Back on the calling out of work, do you think also that like since it helps with depression, do you think that people it might like help with like mental health with the endorphin rush so people don't need mental health days?
I don't know that mental health days are a thing in the Netherlands.
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like, and this is just a bold assumption here. This is not based on any data.
Bring it on.
I just think that the people who, are taking cold showers probably live a healthier lifestyle. Like, I don't see somebody that's just eating mac and cheese for every meal and
Okay, that's a stab.
and like overweight, out of shape, like depressed, not active whatsoever, and just going in and taking cold showers. Like, I just don't see it.
That's true.
Like, I see somebody's going to do that because they see the health benefits in it and they're trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but interesting fact here. Okay. I don't know if it's, I guess it is fact, but our podcast editor.
Oh, yes.
Mike. He of course listened to our episode because he listens to all of them because he edits them.
Sorry, Mike.
He let me know when he heard our last episode about Jackie taking the cold showers that he's been doing this for years. Wow. He said he's been doing this for like 2 years now.
What?
And that he actually has seen, I'm going to go into all of it, but his lovely wife is a school teacher. Mm-hmm. And of course, brings home all the illness, and he's like stayed sick. Like he's had a cold for, a long time, it feels like. And so what he did notice, even though he didn't start out doing the cold showers for this, but what he did notice was that ever since he started taking cold showers, he's almost never sick.
Wow.
He has not, I don't think he's gotten sick one time from like a cold or anything like that since he's been doing, in the 2 years that he's been doing cold showers.
Teachers, listen up. That is fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a little truth to all this, but
wow. Okay.
But it's that's definitely, when he told me that, I'm like, okay, that's very interesting. And he's not like a fluff kind of guy. Like, he's not just gonna say something just to talk you into it. Like,
he'll give you his honest.
He's pretty
feedback.
Matter of fact. Yeah, he's gonna shoot you straight. Like, he's not just gonna talk that up,
which I appreciate.
But I don't know. That's interesting.
It is very.
So I don't think you've been able to see that yet. But like, I don't know. I know you don't really get sick much anyway. I know you've been looking up. There's another guy that was like pioneering this stuff.
He is the Iceman. That is what everyone calls him.
Iceman, baby. That
Wim
was my
Hof.
Nickname.
That's your nickname in high school?
I was the Iceman.
All right. If you're Iceman, then I'll be Maverick. Oh, sucker. Oh, it's good. Anyway, Wim Hof, he is the Iceman. Okay. He has been doing cold exposure for forever, I feel like.
Since before you were born.
Yeah, probably. He holds like 20 Guinness World Record books for like cold exposure stuff.
The whole book?
Yeah. What? No. Guinness World Records. Did I say book?
You said World Record book.
Guinness World Records. He holds several Guinness World Records for cold exposure. Like, he hiked Mount Kilimanjaro in shorts.
What?
Yeah. He did it in shorts. Yeah. He's crazy. But basically, like, he's patented, maybe trademarked this method that's called the Wim Hof method. But it's not just like you stay in the cold for this long and then this is what you do next. It's not like that. It is actually a method of breathing technique that helps you like power through the cold exposure.
Interesting.
Isn't that cool?
So what is this breathing technique?
Okay, so I read it previously, and basically you're supposed to like breathe in super deep to your belly and then hold it as long as you can, and then you let it out. And after you've exhaled all the air, you hold your breath as long as you can until you feel like you're about to gasp for air, and then you control your breath in and repeat it. You're supposed to repeat it like 30 or 40 times, like as long as you do this cold exposure. What
if you pass out in the cold water?
I think we should have another disclaimer saying, like, please be supervised the first time you do this. I don't know. I think that's part of it, though. This breathing technique.
That's part of what? Passing out?
No, I mean like having like walk, like slowly building yourself up to where you're not going to like pass out like that. Also, if like deep breathing makes you pass out, I think you should really reevaluate how you breathe,
You
right?
said until you start gasping for air.
Well, I mean, until you feel like you're going to gasp for
okay.
air, and then you control the breath. You're not going to like suffocate yourself. I don't think your body will let you do that.
Yeah, you'll pass out.
Oh, Lord, oh my gosh, stay on topic. So like, that's what's so interesting because like, not only do you have all of these like physical benefits, but then there's also this like mental side of it where it's like you have this deep breathing technique to like hone in your mental toughness.
He also does weekly Wimspiration.
Shut up. That's awesome. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Weekly
Wim
Wimspiration.
Hof.
Wim Hof.
So this is interesting. So that's exactly when I get in there, that's exactly what I do is I take deep breaths. I don't feel like I'm about to gasp. Like I breathe. I breathe like I'm running, like when I'm going for a run and I'm like trying to control my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll deep breathe in and I'll hold it for like 2 seconds and then I'll slowly breathe out.
Yeah. And you taught me to do that.
Yeah, while we run, and that helps out a lot. It's just controlling your breathing, not letting your heart rate get too high, but like also like in that moment, it's just like calming. Like it calms you down. Like it helps you to focus on something other than how cold this water is and how terrible it is and how badly I would just want to jump out of it. But yeah, I mean, I've noticed that too. Like I know, like I just shattered your record in the shower.
You did not. Oh, you did actually. You did.
Yeah,
so my record is 3 minutes in the shower.
Oh, because I've been getting made fun of because I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this. If we're going to do this together, this is not my goal, but like I'm gonna do this.
He's being supportive.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this with her. Like we're gonna do this together. She's gonna be more likely to stick with it if I don't just like write it off. And it's like, anyway, so I'm going to do this. And I'm like at a minute, like a solid minute per day. I feel like that's good, like consistent, like that'll keep me like where I'm like, all right, if it's a minute, like I can do it and I'll like stay consistent with it and do it every single day. Right. That's exactly what I've been talking about and all my goal stuff and, all my Instagram videos and stuff like that about goals. It's like, it's not really about just going all in, right? It's not a plunge. You're not going to, start running day one and run a marathon.
Right.
The goal is just to get out there and run. And so anyway, that's been my approach, right? Yeah. What I recommend to everyone. I practice what I preach. You show up a minute every day. But Jackie starts making fun of me.
Well,
because I'm only in there a minute and she's like, I stay in there 2 minutes.
Well, I'm trying to push you too. I don't know why. I mean, you can push yourself. I don't know why I feel like I need to push you, but
I feel good about 1 minute per day. But then you just come in there every day and just brag about, and I think you really just want me to like be proud of you, but like you don't say it that way. You literally, you could just say like, aren't you proud of me? I stayed in there 2 minutes. But no, it's like, you only stay in there 1 minute.
Sissy?
Like, yeah.
Sissy?
And it's like, how am I going to be proud of you if you're over here calling me a sissy because I'm only in there 1 minute? So I'm like, you know what? And she starts bragging about 3 minutes one day. This is like 2 days. This is like 2 days ago. She's like, I stay in there 3 minutes. She's like, are you seriously only do 1 minute? Like it's stuff like that.
Not.
Oh yeah, because she sets the timer for me and she's like, are you only going to do 1 minute? You could do better than that.
Come on, babe.
I just
you
did
can do
3.
It.
You seriously just going to do 1? And I'm like, well, not after that. Like, how am I supposed to just get in here with 1 minute after you just calling me out like that? Like, with this mental toughness. So I'm like, you know what? Set that timer, baby.
Let's go.
Crank it up. She stopped the timer and stopped counting because she didn't want me to beat her.
No.
I got in there, Wim Hofed it up, like completely shut the mind off. Like, I became a friggin' polar bear. And I'm like, I could have took a nap in there.
He could have. You were in there for what? I think we like tallied it up. It was almost like 3 minutes and like 45 seconds or something like that.
I don't think it was that long. It was definitely over 3 minutes.
It was.
I had to start counting on my own after you stopped the timer.
Yeah, because I felt like you should get out. You hadn't done that much time before.
Well,
listen, okay,
it wasn't because I can't. It's because I chose not to.
Well, that's true.
You calling me out, I'm going to polar bear it up.
Well, I was in there one time. I decided to push myself a little too soon. and I couldn't warm up afterwards. So I was in there for 3 minutes and I had only built up to like 2 minutes, and I only did that a few times. And then I was like, I'm going to go straight to 3 minutes. And I was in the cold water for 3 minutes, and I got out and my teeth were chattering. Like I was just shivering so bad, and it took me forever to warm up. And I Googled it, and apparently that means that you have done too much cold exposure. So, baby steps. So I was concerned with you not doing that, not having built up. I was concerned that you were in there too long, so I stopped the timer.
I didn't see you reaching in there and like shutting it off or anything.
Well, I mean,
you just stopped my timer where I couldn't beat you.
You're a grown man. That's not why.
Okay.
You know when to pull yourself out of cold water. Your skin was ice cold though for a long time.
It was pretty intense. I went back. I'm going to do 2 minutes. I'm going to try to stick with 2 minutes. After I did that, I'm like, okay, I could probably do more than a minute.
You got the, yeah.
Wim Hof.
Wim Hof. He also touts like a ton of mental benefits too. So like burnout.
You think he does it more for like the mental stuff? I think he does,
I think
right?
he does, yeah.
And full disclosure, I know, I mean, we have friends that have looked into this 10 times more than we have, and we're over here like publishing this. But the Iceman, he even has the science on here. Y'all check out his website. We're not getting paid for this at all, but
no, it's just so interesting.
Fascinating.
We'll share it.
He is definitely fascinating, and I don't know. I'm gonna maybe get more into this. But he's a believer in, the cold showers too, right? Mm-hmm. It's not just all about the plunge, which I know there's some people out there that it's straight up all about like the plunge, like getting completely submerged in the cold water to get that, cold exposure. And it's like more extreme, like cold exposure with ice in there, all that good stuff.
Ooh, all that good stuff. It's tough. Well, they say
he says in here, and he has links, I think, to some more like research and stuff, which is good. He's the authority on this. He's the man. Like he's in here. Man. He's got a picture of himself in here meditating in swimming trunks and nothing else on a block of ice, like in the Arctic on a tundra, glacier. Like. Literally, I think the polar bears are freezing to death, and he's out here just chilling.
Just chilling, breathing.
Polar bears have got like puffy jackets on, and he's in swimming trunks.
Swimming trunks, breathing.
But he says is linked to improved quality of sleep, more focus, and even an improved immune response. So he even has research here that shows the improved immune response. Maybe there's something to this. What if we could be sick less often?
Okay, I'm here for it.
Higher energy levels.
Well, so he's got like a 3-prong like approach. And so like one of them is like breathing.
Okay.
And then cold exposure and commitment. Commitment to doing it is part of his Wim Hof method. So it's not just like, oh, well, you just do it once or twice and then you're good.
Okay. So it's like just making a commitment and sticking with it.
Yeah.
I could see that, because I feel like most of us do not stick to our commitments.
I agree with that.
I feel like that's pretty common issue is that we say we're going to do something and then it's like, we're no longer feeling it. So we just move on to something else.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that for sure. Yep. He says that cold exposure and conscious breathing require patience and dedication to become fully mastered. So armed with focus and determination, you're ready to explore and eventually master your own body and mind.
Master.
Oh, and I did read actually about this cold exposure and the Wim Hof method.
Yeah.
That like your brain, like if you, through this like breathing method that like they previously thought that your immune system was like autonomous, that it would just like start on its own and kick in.
Yeah.
But they found that through this Wim Hof method and breathing, that someone could control their immune system to fight off flu-like symptoms.
Interesting.
Let that blow your mind for a second. You can control your immune system.
Wow.
What? It's so crazy.
Huh.
I know. It's very interesting. The whole thing is just wild to me, but I think it's like I think it's like he's saying, like, it's not just one thing. It's not just the breathing. It's not just the cold exposure or the commitment. It's all of it together is what brings about these like mental and physical benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And increased willpower is one that he has
Yes.
listed here. I could see that because, like, I don't know, like when I work out or go for a run or something like that, the runner's high that they call it is real. Like, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, you actually feel good. I mean, you may not feel lighter. You may not feel like you've lost any weight or gotten any faster or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you feel good afterwards. When I get through the cold shower, I don't feel good. I feel cold. And that's it. Like, I mean, I'm just cold.
Yeah.
And so, like, to me, like, it will take willpower to do it every single time. Like, there's not a day that doesn't take willpower. Like, it still takes willpower to go for a run. It still takes willpower, to do workouts. But, like, I look forward to being done because I know how much better I'll feel. Like, and that's why we work out, like, when we go on vacation and stuff, which I know you absolutely hate or are used to.
I'm warming up to it.
But, like, it's not because I just have to stay in shape or like I'm obsessed, or whatever. It's like, I feel so much better. And then I feel good about just chilling on the beach and relaxing afterward because I got a good sweat in and I feel better and my body's like got to moving. But like, I take that cold shower. It's none of that. I'm just cold.
See, I don't feel that way.
So you feel good after this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cold, but like,
and
I
not
feel
just
good.
like I'm proud of myself for doing this kind of thing. Cause like, I feel like that's going to go away. Like that's where the willpower is really going to kick in. It's like,
yeah, I think you're right. I think it will eventually go away, but I'm just going to lean into it as long as I can.
With me, I'm literally I'm making myself do this every day.
Yeah. Which I really enjoy it, actually. Like, I get out and I feel good. Like, I'm proud of myself, like you said, but I also feel good. Like, my body feels tingly. Like, warming up from the cold feels good. I like it.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Anyway, let us know. You guys, who out there, give us some feedback. Who out there has been doing this for a long time? Who started doing it?
Yeah.
Like, what's your take on this journey on this? Is it like, absolutely not, ain't no way you're going to get me in that cold water? Or it's like, I do ice baths every friggin' day. Come on, bring it.
Yeah. I want to know. Who
what's
else
up?
does this?
Where do you stand on this? Where you land here? Hit us up. Link is in the show notes. I'm going to drop that link in there.
Yeah.
In the meantime, make sure you still submit any questions, anything about the Enneagram. We want to hear from you. We want to feature you on the show. We love you guys. We appreciate you so much for listening.
Yeah.
If you're new to us, we drop a new episode every other Tuesday.
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday,
Taco
baby.
Tuesday is live.
You get your tacos every Tuesday, and every other Tuesday you get Two is Greater podcast.
Boom.
Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Until next time, this is the Two is Greater podcast, where we share our experience with all the ups and the downs of working together without killing each other.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. I'm your host, Tyler Henson. This is my beautiful wife, my co-host, my business partner, Jackie Henson.
That's me.
Until next time.
See ya.